So Theory has made a video about the low views on his lore videos. And he brings up some decent points, like the fact that Disney have just butchered Star Wars to the point where no one really cares about it anymore, which absolutely does affect views on something like a lore video, but there's plenty of things he's clearly not thinking of when talking about the view count on his lore videos and why they aren't the same as his other content. And the old content he used to make, like the what ifs and the lore videos that he used to be known for. And we can start there because I think that is a big reason why his lore videos aren't as popular. He used to be known as the what if guy, as the Star Wars lore guy, but he hasn't made that kind of content in a long time. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of his views are coming from subscribers that are more recent. Subscribers that found his channel through his coverage of the Disney Plus shows. Not through lore videos, not through what ifs. And he mentions the views being 1% of his subscriber count. I'm sure he knows this, but he shouldn't expect the majority of his subs to be active on his channel. They're most likely dead subs. And I wouldn't be surprised if the majority of his views aren't even from subscribers. That is pretty common. And since the topics he's usually covering are more appealing to a general audience, it makes sense that they're getting more views. You know, the general consensus is Acolyte is bad, Rey movie, dumb idea. So obviously when you make videos about those kinds of topics, the people who will see those in their recommended are more likely to watch those videos. And something else that definitely hurts the view count is the fact that these lore videos are not authentic. They are written by other people. And I'm pretty sure those people are just copying the wiki. That's where they're getting the information from, not from the books or the games. It's the Wikipedia. Theory himself said he wanted their scripts to feel like something he would write. And it's pretty easy to tell that some of his old lore videos he was copying from the wiki. His video about Jacen Solo or the Yuuzhan Vong, he has not read Legacy of the Force. So where is he getting the information for his lore videos? He's getting them from the wiki, just like his ghostwriters. And he covered the Disney Darth Vader comics. He definitely read those, and you can tell just by watching those videos he was way more passionate about it and they were way more authentic. And that's why they appealed to more people, because they were way more genuine. And the thing is, there are plenty of channels that hire editors. But I don't think there's anything on Theory's channel that would justify other people having a hand in the content he creates. Just take a look at his most recent video where he's complaining about the views on his lore. The editing is awful. Those cutaways to clips of Star Wars films, they're cringe, they don't work, they throw off the flow of the video, they're distracting, it's embarrassing. And who wants to watch a lore video from Star Wars Theory when he's only reading a script and he's talking about things he has no clue about because he has not read the books, he hasn't read the comics, he hasn't played the games? I'm sure you can think of a few YouTubers who review games or books or movies and you go to their videos because you want to hear what they think about it. Imagine if you found out that all of their videos were scripted by someone else and they didn't actually watch these movies, play these games, or read these books they're talking about. Would you want to keep watching their videos? Fuck no. And there's something called a dedicated fan base. This is something that both Marvel Studios and Lucasfilm have. The people who go to Star Wars Celebration, they're a part of that dedicated fan base. YouTubers also have that. So they will show up and watch your content regardless of what the video actually is, even if it's different from what you usually upload. And the views he's getting on his lore videos, around 20k views, that's probably the extent of his dedicated fan base, which would be less than 1% of his overall subscriber count. And look, he wouldn't be the first channel with millions of subs to have a massive drop in views. I mean, he averages a few 100,000, which is still great, but it's definitely not 3 million. And when that sort of drop in views happens, you should try to adapt and change things up. But, like I've said, a lot of his videos aren't really edited that well. His lore content these days aren't written by him. And you're making videos about lore that you yourself in the past have said is not real Star Wars. And that's obviously going to have an effect on the amount of people who watch those videos. And I'm going to give Theory some advice that I give to the shills. Just be a little more authentic and a little more genuine. Flip-flopping on your opinions, calling yourself a poster boy, then saying, oh, actually, I don't want to be a poster boy. Saying the expanded universe is not George Lucas Star Wars, and then saying, oh, actually, it is George Lucas Star Wars. This just gives you the feeling of someone who is not genuine, whose opinions are fake. It's kind of a miracle that your views are even as high as they are. You can say people don't care about the law, but we really do care. We just don't care about what you have to say about it because you don't have any real opinions on it. And you're using Stupendous Wave as another example. See, his views are down as well, but you exposed him as having ghostwriters when people called you out for having ghostwriters, so obviously they're not going to want to watch his videos either. And if Theory and Stupendous Wave are both using ghostwriters, how can you be certain that all their other little friends who are making similar content aren't also using ghostwriters? You're better off just not watching their videos. For a channel that covers Star Wars content, you don't need someone else editing your videos, you don't need someone else writing your videos, you don't need someone else making your thumbnails. You can do all of that yourself. And it's very obvious that he does not really have any passion for his lore videos, because if he did, he would read the expanded universe himself. He would have no problem putting the time in to do that to make the best kinds of lore videos he could. It's kind of crazy that his channel is in such a weird state. He hires editors, but the editing is shit. What's the point of having an editor if they can't even do a good job? What's the point in making lore videos if you're just going to read someone else's work? What's the point in hiring those people if all they're going to do is copy the Wikipedia? Seems like a waste of money in my opinion. And before I go, I will say that Star Wars is not as popular as it used to be. It's not as relevant as it used to be. And the expanded universe is kind of a niche thing to make videos about, so it's not a surprise that the views are 1% of your subscriber count. That's not really a shock. That's all I really had to say. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.